I see the difference between the Chinese medicine and Western medicine are a little different. It's because, say, Western medicine treating pain will give you pain medication, right? You have heart problem, we give heart medication. You have lung issue, we give lung medication. That's not how we look at it. Whether you have infertility problem or you have a heart issue, I always think about things. Was this problem internal, external pathogen to affect you? It was a chi problem or blood problem. It's a deficiency or access problem. Okay, is a hot, too cold or too hot? And then the 8 principle, then I look at your problem and I decide what herb to give it to you. For example, if a woman have fertility problem, let's just say egg problem, okay? The person come with the PCOS. What's a PCOS? They have a lot of egg. They have plenty egg, but the egg is jammed up together like this. The no queen egg coming out. They don't ovulate, right? So Chinese diagnosis is not about their weakness. It's not about their estrogen. It's not about influ, not enough. But the problem is stagnation and waxy phlegm. So my treatment principle is that I have to move the blood. I have to move, right? We have to loosen them up. So the herb medicine, the acupuncture prescription is aiming for the blood stasis and eliminating the phlegm. Okay, so that's for PCOS. Mostly happen younger woman, like before 35. That mostly, right? Okay. Now there's another issue. Another group of women, they have egg issue too, but they probably egg reserve not enough, which means their estrogen level is not good, or they just wasn't born have so many egg, right? But whatever you have one egg, we want that one egg is the best egg, right? So what do we do that, right? We have to make sure your estrogen level is great to feed nurturing that egg. So my treatment principle is not about moving, get rid of stagnation, get rid of phlegm. I need to nourishing that only few egg, get them as big as possible, right? Okay, stimulate the liver, stimulate the kidney, get that estrogen going, boosting the estrogen, boosting the chi, boosting the fire everywhere to bring that few egg as big as possible, whether they go IVF or whether they go natural. That's so it's total different, but we all boosting that eggs. Yeah.
And you know what? While you were talking, the only thing I kept thinking was you can visualize the eggs.
Yes.
You can see in your own body, like,
yes,
this is what the eggs are doing. It
yes.
is so much more powerful than just,
yes.
not it all being in the same body. Because I think that, like, and you mentioned it too, right? People are ashamed. They think there's something wrong with them. And that moves them away from their body. And what you're really doing is putting them all back into position, right?
Yes.
Essentially.
When people come saying, most people, I think when they go to IVF or with medical treatment, they just take what doctor give it to them and then just do the procedure. I don't do that. When people comes in consultation, I basically start with teaching them what is their egg doing and what is, this is my chart. I don't know if you can see well. What is the 4 phase in their cycle do? I explain to them, first of all, what happened to their cycle and what are we going to do to help them in the 4 different cycle. Okay, so they understand, and then differentiated what they need. Are they the type that have plenty egg, the egg doesn't go out, or the one that we needed to baby that few egg to get them out too? Okay, so there's a difference on treatment, so we have to separate that. And then we follow each phase. Okay, phase 1, I call them you're on period, how did I help you? And then after your period, how did I help you to get the egg as big as possible, the lining as thick as possible, so when you ovulated, okay, and then you will do homework with your husband, right? And then we get the embryo. Then how do we get the embryo to implant? That's the 4 different phases I have to tackle. Yeah, I want a patient to understand the process, so they will be on the same page with me. I don't blame for them to say, oh, just don't ask, I treat you.
Right.
Why? They need to know.
Right. And it's their bodies.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you brought up the husband point too. So the partners, the husbands, the other part of this, like that is also important, right? Because
Very
I
important.
feel like as women, sometimes depending on, how your upbringing was or whatever, you could feel like everything is your fault or it's you. And, with the more research you do, you find out, no, there's probably equal amounts on both sides that have
Yes.
trouble.
Absolutely.
So how do you
Absolutely.
chat to people about that?
Okay. So when people text me at the very beginning, when they inquire, want to become the new patient, the first thing I will tell them, tell me a little bit about your history and blah, 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 tell me blah. And then if they didn't mention the husband side, I will ask, have your husband do sperm analysis? Sometimes they will say yes, they will say no. Okay, so then I have idea what's going on. So when the couple comes in, and then I will start to their questionnaire, just like I explained. I will look at them and look at their Western lab examine baseline, and then I will diagnose them with Chinese medicine. And then if the male, we don't know their sperm situation, I will hold off just a little bit, just see after a woman's first couple cycle how she doing. Okay, because immediately using this 4-phase chart, I will have them do the body basal temperature. I will start to notice which part is their problem. Is it follicular phase has a problem, or ovulation problem, or is luteal phase problem? Okay, and I was using Chinese medicine and acupuncture to treat it. Okay, and or also is a qi problem, a blood problem, too hot, too cold, right? All that. And if everything I feel is pretty good, but at some point, and I feel is guy's problem, that's time I start to talk about it. And immediately you will know what the reaction is. Some women will start telling you, and they're never able to get the guy to do the sperm test, or maybe sometime they already know it was their problem. And some people are very open to it. Some people are really had resistant. But I can tell you, there's so many times I have the guy coming during the woman's ovulation that week. Bam, one time they got it. So you know who has a problem.
Right.
Okay, not necessary. It can be just life stress.
Right.
So when I relax them, they go home and they're fine. Like that.
Boom, you got it.
Yes, yes. So it's very important. And because also, I also tell patients, remember, if we don't eliminate, if he has a problem, we keep treating you, and you're not really the problem. Okay, then every month, every year gone by, your egg is aging. Yes, and you spend the money for nothing. I am trying to save your money. I can tell you, keep coming. I don't care. I don't care whose problem, keep coming. But that's not right. Because also, talk about the timing wise, I will also look at how woman's age, okay? And I will decide when is the best time. Sometimes when a male has an issue, not big issue, maybe minor issue, I will suggest both of them to acupuncture, herbal medicine, and then try to conceive as natural as possible. But if nothing happened too soon, which means a year or something like that, and the woman's is somewhere there 37, 38, and then I will say, we probably also want to looking into at the same time if you want to. Okay, so it depends on how women want it. I'm totally okay if they also choosing conjunction with acupuncture with IVF or IUI. And I also have completely natural. This woman, you might see my website, she's 43. She said, I'm not going to do IVF. Her AMH is 0.01. Okay. We just had a baby, 2020, February the 2nd. But it took her 1 year and 7 months. But she definitely do that 3D we're talking about. Right. So it's different. Everybody can have a different approach, they're all fine. Yeah. Just what's best for you.
I love that. I love that. And also to say that, it is a team effort. I think, once people understand you're part of the team and everybody has the goal in mind and why those 3Ds are so powerful, you're all working towards the same thing. That is really, really powerful. Now, Jody, where can people find you now? I know acupuncture might be a little bit more tricky in the COVID situation that we're in, but can people do online meetings with you? Like, how can they reach you? Because I'm sure a lot of people will want to after this.
Yeah, I have a website. You can go fertility-angel.com. You can read all about me, and you can contact me from there. Basically, if you are not local, of course you can't do acupuncture, but we can still do online consultation, because basically I tell you what to do, how you do the body basal temperature. I tell you what lab work you need to do, what diet you need to do. And then I will look at you body basal temperature and tell you what herb you wanted to changing during those 4 phases. In other words, I monitor you, even though from distance, if they can do acupuncture. So I have a way to do it. Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic. And we'll definitely put all the links in the description below. We always will send that. And on social media, I know you and I found each other on Instagram. So they can find you on Instagram and on Facebook as well, right?
Yes.
That's excellent. Well, Jody, thank you so, so much. Was there a final word you wanted to give people out there?
Don't give up. Really, don't give up. Because if you give up, you'll never reach anywhere. Okay? When you give up trying, you give up your dream. Keep going. Everything happens is its own timing. Okay? Don't be a busy bee. Try to buying house, career advance, or going back to school, get another degree. At the same time, try fertility. Don't be busy bee. Or don't be only focused fertility. There's nothing else worth to do in the life. None of that is good. But set your goal. Let's be dedicated to it. Determination to be successful, and to be disciplined to do what you need to do, and you'll get there. I guarantee you.
I love that. That is the most balanced approach I have heard. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Jody, and we'll chat to you again real soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
For more on journaling through infertility, please visit our website at journalingthrough.life, where we connect body, mind, spirit. Keep journaling and keep growing.